Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Anime One back here with a new video. And with the new release of Boruto Chulubu Vortex Chapter 9, a real interesting topic just popped into my mind. What if Momoshiki returned? And there was various signs of this happening in just this chapter alone. With Kawaki maybe being the trigger for Momoshiki to return, or maybe Himawari might getting kidnapped by Jura and Hidari also being the Momoshiki trigger. There are 50 different topics that this chapter laid out for us for Momoshiki's return to come. And we're going to discuss all those topics, obviously. But the first thing that we want to discuss is if Momoshiki does return, how bad are things going to get? So this is what this video is about. We're going to discuss how can Momoshiki return. There are two possibilities and what will happen if Momoshiki does return. So let's begin the video. Okay, first things first. With how strong Momoshiki or Boruto currently is, in his base form, Boruto alone is over Jigen, right? He's over Jigen, probably weaker than Ishiki, but that's debatable. Maybe he's not weaker than Ishiki, or maybe he's weaker. He's at least in that Baryon mode level power tier. He's at least there. Maybe not stronger, but he's at least in that power tier. So the real question is, if Momoshiki does take over Boruto's body, how strong would that be? But before we discuss that, how will Momoshiki take over Boruto's body? First possibility that I've seen many fans talk about is Kawaki had noticed that Boruto cannot control his karma in the latest chapter. We noticed that, when Kawaki activates his karma, Boruto, on the other hand, also, resonation happens, but Boruto cannot control his karma. Kawaki notices that, and Kashin Koji tells Boruto to immediately get out of there before he loses control. Does that mean just by Boruto using the karma now, he cannot, gain control over his own body? Because after the whole omnipotent thing, we really haven't seen Boruto use his karma, and does that mean Boruto cannot use his karma now because he's gonna lose control? Maybe has this happened during the time skip for Koji to be so sure Boruto is gonna lose control over his body if he does use the karma? There's so many questions. That's the first possibility. That Kawaki somehow, when he meets Boruto again, decides that I'm just gonna go all out at this point, since Kawaki is pretty insane and he'll do anything that's necessary to kill Boruto. So he might just be like, okay, I'll bring out Momoshiki, and since Momoshiki is coming out, he'll probably try to kill everyone, including me, and then I can frame Boruto for the entire thing and then maybe get along or some kind of thing like that, right? So he might even go to that lengths, but it's a whole separate debate. And it's not even a debate. If Momoshiki does come out, he's gonna make the Shibuya incident arc in JJK when Sukuna went on a rampage look like a kid's show, and I'm serious about that. Boruto is above Jigen level already in his base, and stacking karma on top of that with Momoshiki's full experience and how demon time Momoshiki goes whenever he comes out, it's asking for disaster. And I don't think Kawaki, even in his full karma state in stage 2 with his horn and stuff, is equal to base Boruto, let alone Momoshiki or Boroshiki, who it's a completely game wash, right? No one in my opinion is able to stop him. The second possibility is if Boruto is desperate enough, right? The situation that Boruto might be desperate enough to use the karma to get enough power. Now, the thing that this might occur is pretty soon, sooner than you all realize. Now, the reason is Jura. Jura alone by himself, when Boruto confronted Jura for the first time, Jura was so confident in his power, he let Boruto go. We could kill Boruto anytime we want. Jura was that confident. So it's not, a stress to say that Boruto right now is not stronger than Jura. Maybe he's on that level of power, but not stronger. I do believe that he's stronger than every other Shinju except for Jura. I think Jura is on a different level. Now, if that really is the case, and Jura does capture Himawari, we are on a time clock over here. Since we don't know what Jura is trying to do with Himawari, maybe he might eat her, like he said, he wants to devour her, or maybe he wants to extract some kind of information from her, or try to get to know her for his research stuff on human emotions and whatnot, right? So it's really interesting to say if Boruto does follow Himawari's trail and ends up confronting Jura. We saw how Jura one-shotted Kawaki with one kick in his karma state, not in his base form. So it's really in the air to say, okay, how strong is Jura? So one-shotting Kawaki in his karma state is no small feat. It's a huge feat. Even Boruto, I doubt, could do that. But again, Boruto did not go all out with the punch that he delivered on Kawaki. So yeah. Now, the thing is, if Jura is stronger than Boruto, for the sake of his sister and saving his sister, will Boruto be desperate enough to use karma? Because if he is, because this might be the trigger. 48 laws of power states that every man has some point of weakness. For Boruto, it's his sister. And at some point, that weakness is gonna come out. Jura might be the one to actually make Boruto be desperate enough to use the karma for his sister bringing out his weakness, right? And if that does happen, and if Momoshiki does come out, it's a different case, man. Because if Momoshiki does come out again, he's gonna make the Shibuya incident arc look like a fucking joke in front of all that shit, right? Because imagine this: Boruto himself is base level. Base level Boruto is stronger than Jigen, which Momoshiki was never stronger than Jigen. Momoshiki was folded by Naruto and Sasuke at half of their strength, but Jigen folded Naruto and Sasuke at their full strength. Boruto at his base is stronger than Jigen, meaning Boruto and his base could fall Naruto and Sasuke at the same time. Again, and if Momoshiki stacks his power on top of that, it's pretty safe to assume that at that point we're surpassing Ishiki tiers of power over here, because there's no one in the village or even in the shinobi world that would be left to counter that kind of power. Like, yeah, Boruto is strong. Yeah, Damon is strong. Yeah, Kawaki maybe in his full horn state is strong. But if Boruto or Borushiki in the current timeline it takes over, I believe that he will destroy everyone. Like everyone. No one will be is safe from that guy. Maybe Jura is the only one who can give Momoshiki a match at that point, but even then it's an iffy situation because we really don't know what Momoshiki will do or is capable of with Boruto's body, because especially since we don't know Boruto's full power. Boruto, even in his base, has not gone all out yet, right? This guy has been fighting like 3 battles back to back to back, and he's not tired at all. First he fought Code. Second, he fought the Shinju. Third, he fought Mitsuki. And he's not tired. He doesn't look phased at all. He just, went to Orochimaru's hideout and he was just resting there. And as soon as Kashin Koji told him, Boruto, by the way, the Shinju are there in the Hidden Leaf Village, he popped out back instantly and ready to fight there. And then obviously one-shot at Kawaki from that point on. So it's really a point of time. It's, Kishimoto has already, given us a teaser of what can happen. Right? He's already given us a teaser of, all the stuff that could trigger Boruto to use his karma, and hence Momoshiki taking over Boruto's body. Again, even the Jogan, I didn't even have the Jogan in the script. I just remembered it right now. If Boruto in this 3-year time skip did get the Jogan, and if Momoshiki takes over Boruto's body and awakens that Jogan, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what is stopping Momoshiki at that point. Like he's gonna make Boruto have a mental breakdown worse than what Sukuna did to Yuji, because just out of spite for Boruto, Momoshiki, after making the Shinju devour Kawaki, he might actually go and just destroy the Hidden Leaf Village just for the sake of destroying it, for what they have done to him. And then after that, he might just, just let this God tree absorb all the chakra from the planet and make it a barren planet. If Momoshiki is back, it's over at this point. And Kishimoto is teasing it, so obviously it's gonna happen at some point in the story. We just don't know when. And when it does happen, my god, it is gonna be a massacre. Like, seriously, man. Momoshiki is not like Kurama. Momoshiki has a conscience of his own when he awakens, and when he does awaken, he always goes on demon mode, always trying to feed Kawaki to someone else. Now, just imagine this: Momoshiki comes back. They all, Ada sends Damon to protect Kawaki, so that Momoshiki cannot take Kawaki and feed him to the Ten Tails. But Damon's ass gets whooped because Momoshiki is too strong at this point. Kawaki tries to, fight Momoshiki, but his ass gets whooped. Everyone in the Hidden Leaf tries to protect Kawaki, but their ass gets whooped. So, Momoshiki just takes Kawaki, feeds him to the Shinju, and then bye-bye story at that point. So, what is happening at this point. I've even seen some fans speculate that Boruto saying to Kawaki, I didn't think that you would go this far, Kawaki. It simply means that Kawaki, during his battle with Boruto, or at some point on in the story, made Boruto's karma resonate with his, and then in that case let Momoshiki take over Boruto's body. Hence, Momoshiki destroyed the Hidden Leaf Village, and then Boruto somehow later on got control over his body and got control over the karma back as well. And if that really is the case, then it's fair for Boruto to say, why would Kawaki go so far? But what do you guys think? If Momoshiki comes back, will he actually make Sukuna's Shibuya incident arc look like a child's playground? Or do you think that Momoshiki coming back, he'll be stopped by someone at some point of time? What do you guys think? Comment down below, and while you're down there, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Boruto content and more anime discussion. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.